It's a lot more awkward since I had to put in the effort to put the shit down and then press record and then kind of stare myself at the screen. It's a lot different when you're just kind of talking to yourself and getting into that flow, that state of mind by yourself with your eyes closed. You know, that's what I usually do, at least. I talk to myself with my eyes closed because it's like easier for me to compartmentalize my words and my thoughts. I am procrastinating. I've been working on a video called Restriction Consumption, My Relationship with Food, Reconstructing My Relationship with Food, at least, and I have been working on this video since December 6th. That's when I started writing the script. Since then, literally every single fucking day working on this animation project. This was like the first ever project that I've really ever committed to in such an obsessive drive. I genuinely have never felt more fucking alive. And today, what is the date today? I don't know. It's like January 28th or 27th. Something like that. I spliced the video into 4 parts. The intro, restriction, consumption, and then reconstruction. Those are the 4 parts. I was planning on uploading the intro today, and I did. And then I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna check to see how my video is doing, because it's been like a couple hours at this point. I haven't checked, so might as well get that little dopamine spike from the fucking views and likes, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not relying on substances, so I need some kind of other version of external boost height to give me light. I can wake up the next morning and be okay. I open up YouTube Studio. Lo and fucking behold, my video was taken down because it violated community guidelines for encouraging eating disorders. YouTube, reconstructing my relationship with food. I'm telling people my experience with eating disorders because I've had eating disorders. I still have an eating disorder that I'm like, oh my god, wait. Which, by the way, while filming this video, I got a DM. They took your video down for promoting disordered eating, but Eugenia Cooney's whole account is still up. Oh my god, thank you, James. Thank you. It's so ironic because I had like a coming to Jesus moment, right? With making this video, like beforehand at least, the thought process behind it. I've always genuinely wanted to post some kind of content that would have required me to actually feel comfortable with myself, being vulnerable to strangers on a videography platform, right? Getting used to feeling so exposed, at least for me. I know there are people on this platform that I've been able to sustain a persona and this kind of disconnection from like themselves and like what they put out in their content, and I admire that, you know, when it's done in an appropriate way and it's not so they can hide vitriol shitty behavior, you know. For me, within the context of how I've been living my life, I've always put up such a huge fucking barrier between the people that I've interacted with as well as myself in my own space, quote unquote. I've never actually had a space. This is literally the first time in my, I want to say 20 years, honestly, of living, like actually having 4 walls around me, just time to be quiet and still with my thoughts. And even then, it's like taking me a while to actually reflect, listen back to like what my mind was telling me and my experiences, my thoughts, how that correlates with my behaviors, thus kind of my own my whole identity and just like my entire life as a whole, and what I wanted to change because I wasn't interacting with the world how I actually wanted to, how I would be authentically if I wasn't so heavily, I want to say suppressed and oppressed. What I would like to do with this platform, with YouTube, with this mode of expression, I want to get more experience being comfortable with myself, with putting my ideas out there, with working on what makes me feel most aligned with myself, which is animation and storytelling, truly feeling authentically within myself and projecting that outward to whoever will watch. And if anything, just so I can feel like this sense of recognition of myself and my identity. I don't want to feel disoriented anymore, so disconnected from my environment, from other individuals that surround me. I don't want to be as fearful of the world and of myself as I was before, because that was conditioned within me so heavily, so deeply. And I guess it's ironic that, you know, this is what I choose to use YouTube for, and then like the first step I take towards that, it gets taken down after a couple of hours. Yesterday, oh god, like when I discovered that, because also I had a class that I needed to go to, and then when I went in the classroom, I realized, oh wait a minute, it's Tuesday. Class happened yesterday, Monday, and I missed on that class because I was working on this video. I was working on what makes me happy. I felt so guilty for that. And as I was walking towards the metro back home, I still have so many demeaning thoughts and behaviors that have been enforced onto me using substances instead of reflecting on why I am feeling the way that I am, reflecting on those feelings so that I can take appropriate action to properly move on from it instead of just suppressing it more. And I stopped myself from doing that. And you know what I did instead? I took a picture, a really decrepit selfie of myself, tired as fuck, on the metro, and then I proceeded to draw that, which is what the thumbnail of this video is. I want to post something before the end of January. Now realizing that how healing this process of writing a script, of animating out, of storytelling, storyboarding, that makes me truly feel aligned with who I am. Like, I want to keep going with that, and I don't want this to discourage me to just completely not posting my shit, period. I'm gonna find a way to tweak my shit so YouTube won't flag it. What I'm thinking of doing is just combining all the parts into one video, which is gonna take longer. It is. I don't know if I am gonna get that finished by the end of January. I'm gonna have to account for being a full-time college student, obligations I have at home. It might take a little while more, but for now, I have this little reassurance to myself that, like, hey, everything is gonna be fine. You don't have to resort to how you used to act before when you didn't have your shit together. You have something, you have an outlet, and this is gonna be my outlet. This is my outlet. This is what I'm choosing to do with my time. I'm gonna do a proper introduction as to what I'll be using this channel for, because it's not only gonna be like for animations and stuff, it's gonna be also for like shit like this, you know, just like talking to a screen and then uploading that to strangers. So I think that'll be really fun. But for now, welcome. I don't know how to end this. Oh, you know what? You know what I'll do? Let's light a metaphorical cig to this new chapter in my life, to being 21. Oh god, I wonder if this is gonna get fired. I'm gonna try to, maybe I'll censor it. Maybe I'll censor the light, because YouTube might think I'm promoting pyromania. That's actually insane. Oh, also, with my reconstruction series, it's not just gonna be about food. I'm gonna be talking about other parts of my life, other parts of my identity, and just habits, patterns of behavior that I wish to deconstruct and then reconstruct, reflect on, and then share that through animation form. It's gonna be other things. I'm pretty sure my next video after food is gonna be substances. That's something I've been really kind of struggling with as of recent. So I would like to go into more depth about that. Yeah. Okay, now that's it.